YouTube, my name is Paul. I hope you're all keeping well, and welcome back to Spotlight video number 7. For a change, it's not an Amiga title. In fact, it's a Spectrum title this time, and probably one of the most iconic games ever released on the system. In my opinion anyway. I mean, it's a game that I absolutely loved back in the day. It's probably the second best beat 'em up in my opinion, only bettered by its sequel, which was Target Renegade. The game was published by Imagine Software in 1987. It was programmed by Mike Lamb. The music was done by Fred Gray, and Ronnie Knowles was involved somewhere in there, so I'm assuming he'd done the graphics. But yeah, if I can find it a second, I'll show you. But the game in question is obviously Renegade. Very, very happy to have it. Obviously, it's a very common game, very cheap title. But that artwork is some of the most iconic bit of art. It's the most iconic piece of art that I've got in my collection. It just brings back so many great memories. Obviously, drawn by the late great Bob Wakelin, who sadly passed away a couple of weeks ago. So yeah, that obviously comes inside a double cassette box. Obviously you get the tape as per usual. Amazingly it still loads. Then an instruction pamphlet, which is literally like a poster when you open it up. Comes in French as well as being in English. So yeah, if you want to pick the game up, you can probably get it for a couple of quid nowadays. And it'd be probably one of the best 2 quid you've ever spent. Game is an amazing pick up and play game. Even after 30 years I still play it now, and I still get through it in about 5-10 minutes and thoroughly enjoy it. I go back to it quite a lot. It's not too much to tell you about Renegade really, apart from it's an arcade conversion. The arcade I never really got on with, to be honest, because it's got quite a complex fighting system. I think the Amstrad and the Commodore 64s replicate the control method more so than the Spectrum. But the Spectrum one, I find the controls are more simplified, so probably why I enjoy it, to be honest. I love the artwork so much. I got this from the Attic Bug on eBay, which is obviously a poster. They do quite a lot of posters, I think, from Bob Wakelin. Yeah, an absolutely amazing piece of art, and probably the most nostalgic pieces of art ever made. Well, for me anyway. Let's go over to the game then. So I'll see you down in the subway. Right, welcome to Renegade then. Probably for me the second best fighter on the Spectrum. A game I didn't own originally back in the day, but I had a copy of it. What the hell was that noise? Oh, a mouse. Well, I usually play this game with keyboard and not the joystick. For whatever reason, I don't know, I just find it easier with a keyboard. Right, so you start the game then in the subway. You're confronted with 6 chaps. 2 of them there have got metal poles. The other 4 just like posing in their little skinny white t-shirts. And then pervert of a boss at the top there, watching them all. Right, let's go and sort some of these out. Chuck a few off the side there. Pretty easily done, over the shoulder. And the boss will make an appearance. Each level's made up of about 3 screens, I think. Well, I flipping know that. Right, I'll show you now quickly. So you can see Renegade in all its graphical glory. There we go. And what's lovely about this conversion of it, it's all in colour. Obviously the main characters are in monochrome, because you can see the colour through the actual sprites themselves. Animation's pretty good. Game flows nice and quickly, which makes it a really good arcade conversion in my mind, as long as the game can kind of keep up the pace with the arcade original. Right, what else can you do moves wise? Back kick, I think I've shown you that already. Oops, I've just been slapped down. You can do a kind of jump kick, back kick, ball cruncher, chuck him over your shoulder. You can actually get down and punch him and finish him off, but if you do it, finish him off. If you... hang on a minute, I've just been finished off there. You can go toe to toe with the boss sometimes. Oh, I love that sound. That ball crunching is flipping awesome. That's it, level 1 done. An amazing pick up and play title. I've been playing this game now for over 30 years. I still love it. Still love it. The only level you will see motorcycles charging at you. Down at the pier. Exactly the same routine, 6 bad guys and a boss. There we go. So again, 3 screens, nothing much to look at. Graphically I still think it's very good, but when you actually think about it, it's quite a small game. Whoops. Cock that up a little bit. But you can, like I said, get down and punch them and finish them off by doing so. I'll show you now quickly. There you go. Now the boss will make an appearance, so I better run. Bosses do get harder. The actual kind of like the 6 enemies you face initially aren't necessarily much different throughout the game, to be honest. Oops. This guy does roundhouse kicks, I think. He's pretty good. The boss man, I mean. Well, yes. Hopefully. Ah, Jesus Christ. Scary looking dude. His face. I think I'm going to die in a minute if I'm not careful. Right off the bloody edge. Excellent. Not much to tell you about the screen apart from your score. Obviously the high score timer. The 2 images there on the left hand side, bottom left hand side, are the boss's mugshots. So the further you progress, the more of them you'll see. Usually a bit of a tactic for these ladies because they're flipping hardcore. Bit of feminism gone mad here. If you're not careful, they will absolutely annihilate you. I do love the level designs though. Level designs, you know what I mean, flipping graphics on the levels. There's some seedy street. Watch out for their cat and 9 tails, because they'll give you a flipping hard time with them. Now this woman here, this flipping Big Bertha woman, she is solid. Solid. Do not go toe to toe with her. Oh, still can't beat it, can you? Whip to the face. Yeah, Big Bertha's rock hard. I think you can dispatch the bosses off, oops, hello, before actually killing all the, or killing or maiming the rest of the enemy. Alright. Oh, no, no, no! No! And she does grab you, this boss, and squeezes the life out of you. She is, man down. Now this level here is a 128K exclusive. It wasn't until about 6 months after first playing this game that I realised that when I got my 128K Spectrum. Not only did it have additional music, which is absolutely fantastic by the way, but it's got an additional level. Very few games done that back in the day. These little shitheads have knives, so be careful. One jab with their knives, you're dead. So again, just stay out of their bloody way. They've got some really funky hairstyles going on, they're actually wearing masks. Very short game, like I said, that's why it's so enjoyable in terms of like just picking up and playing. I mean, oh, no, no, no. It takes about 5-10 minutes. Here we go. Now to confront Mr. Big. Now this guy, Mr. Big, has a gun. Whoa, hang on, dude. Right, let's try and... I'm not sure what I'm doing here. There's a tactic to use. I don't think I'm using it right now. Shit! Oh, shotgun to the face. I can't remember how to get him on his own. There's some way of getting the boss on his own. Right, let's try it now. To the bottom left hand of the screen and give it a good old thumping. Good old thumping, right. Come on. Come here. Hopefully this is the tactic. come back! A merry dance for me, sunshine. For a second I thought he had his hand in his pocket. It's not, is it? It's just... Ooh, hang on, hang on, hang on, hang on. Whoa. Whoa. Has he done it? Oh yes, he's done it. There you go. That's Renegade. In a nutshell. Special bonus 10,000 points. I'm sure there's some more special bonuses on the menu for Renegade tonight. Thank you for watching. So to summarise then, Renegade on the Spectrum is an absolutely fantastic conversion and I would highly recommend it, especially for 2 smackaroons. You can't go bloody wrong, can you? I would love to get this game on the Amiga. I have the ST version, but the Amiga version is very, very difficult to get hold of. You can get it under the Hit Squad label, but to get the Imagine labelled version is bloody hard. And I'm also after it for the Amstrad CPC disc. Got the other 2, just missing the original Renegade. So if anybody knows where I can get a copy from at a reasonable price, please point me in the right direction. So thank you very much for watching this quite short video this time. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for all my new subscriptions. Take care of yourselves and I'll see you again real soon. Bye for now.